Yo, what's up, fam? So recently I was accused of being a playboy, and it got to me because that's not the first time I'm hearing someone say such. And I thought I had moved past that. Frankly, before I used to be, I was around 2020, 2021, some 3 years ago. But I thought, I was done with all of that. And the fact that I'm hearing for someone means there's still something I am doing wrong. So I had an interview with a friend. Her name is Simi Babs, and we spoke about friendship, and I just had to point this out. So in case you're thinking I am like that also, right, this is what happened and this is what I have to say. So yeah, see you at the end of the video. I'll be back just to conclude. Yeah, please watch to the end so you see my face again. Yeah, so let's go.
What has friendship been like for you, as on the scale or the platform of purpose? Right. I know how commonly we use the word friend these days. Like the person hands you a pen, you see the person tomorrow, you keep seeing the person for 1 week and the person is your friend. Or you guys have to take a walk together every day and we just friend. And I know it can be so much. Some people do not find it nice. And they find it insulting that they can be your partner or do something with you or walk through life with you for a particular stage and you are not friends. I think I mentioned it in Purposeful Waiting, how that friendships are seasonal. You could have been my friend a year ago and right now you're not my friend. In this season where I am, you're not my friend. You were once my friend. And there are people that reoccur. So they were your friend in a particular phase. They stopped. You guys had to go away. And then there is another season where they have to be your friend. Right. What has friendships been like for you? Would you consider yourself lucky or fortunate? Lucky is not the word. Fortunate when it comes to friends. Have you had some terrible friendships? How has that affected your vision for yourself and your perspective about life and all of that?
I think this subject of friendship, first I had to learn it the hard. Now I am very big on not everyone is my friend, but I wasn't always like that. And it's surprising that people that you, in quotes, invest so much in, especially in those days, secondary school, primary school, you invest so much in these friendships, but you're thinking that friends for life, I'm joining
ride
with
or
you, ride or die.
Oh man.
There's a number of them that we don't even communicate. If it's not business, we don't communicate. So I had to go into that perspective of not everyone can be your friend. And I am saying this to those that know me. This is not pride. I can be your friend, but
you are not my friend.
There's a chance that you are not my friend.
Yeah, that's very possible.
That's very possible. One thing that usually bursts my brain is during my induction, people were giving testimonies, and quite a number of people were saying, "He's my best friend."
Yes.
Quite a number of them were saying, "He's my best friend." I was surprised
because
we are just friends. But in the manner I treat my friend, manner I know my friend, see, people think I have a lot of friendships.
You seem like it. I think it comes with the territory. When you are a media person, people expect that you have a lot of friends.
Actually,
you know a lot of people, but it just does not work. It just does not. It's the same way you can be a media person and you are a complete introvert. People think it's impossible.
No, I was somewhere yesterday and there's a lady we were talking and she said it's only our birthdays that we talk. It's only our birthdays I message her and I now send love emoji. And I I now asked, "Oh, do I do that to you too?" And she was like, "Oh, I thought I was special. So you do that to everybody." I'm like, I don't know. I started feeling bad, but it's not. And someone said, "David is a playboy." David is not a playboy. It just comes with the personality. Like, I have a lot. See, if you're looking for love, I have a lot of love.
A lot.
Like a lot of love.
He does have a lot.
Lot of love to give out.
Yeah.
And you would almost think that we are the closest two people in the world. But at the end of the day, this is not to make anybody feel bad, but then I just know when to put that benchmark. I know that, in this regard, we can do this. Or if you need money from me and you text me and you think we are that close and you can ask me for money, I don't have any problem. I will give it to you. But there's some certain things that, like I said about, and there's some certain things that she knows that 90% of people that come themselves, my friends, don't know.
I'm honored. Thank you.
I think it's a mutual thing, actually.
Yeah, actually.
And let me just say, she was the one that brought me into that place.
Oh, I did?
Yes. I think it felt like at a point like you could trust me and you began to see me. I felt like you were seeing me in a certain light. So I was trying to, be cautious.
Guys, I'm a cute person.
Yeah, that is similar for you.
Okay.
Anyways, at the moment, when people, you have a lot of friends, I did this and I did that. It's not true. Like, sometimes I try to sit down and count, and it's very, oh, Jesus have mercy on me. It's very easy. This is not pride, but it's very easy. And one of the easiest things for me to do is to cut friends off. Very terrible habits.
Okay, I need to learn.
Very terrible habit, especially when the other person doesn't know why you are doing this. And I think it just occurs that when I see that friendships, they are shared values. Like when I discover that our values are not aligning, like there's no need wasting time. There's no point wasting time. And people that I know that my friends at the moment, they are sustainable, such that I know that even if in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we are not talking, I know that no one is going to come and gaslight me and, you've been this, or like that stuff gets to me.
Sure.
A whole lot. Like, we're no more kids, right?
And everybody's busy doing life.
There's no time.
There is absolutely no time.
There's no time, right? So, like, you won't tell me you've also not been busy, but now that you remember me, and see, I think we should just know the place we are and try to respect it. When Bible is talking about inner court, outer courts, that always like you get. So there's some people that are in that space. There's people that are not. There's some people that will come to me. Since you are here in the future, as an example, there's people that will come to me and say, "Oh, you've been busy and you've not been talking." There are some people that, no matter how choked I am with work, once I'm almost always online on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
If you text me and I don't respond immediately, it's probably you asking me for something, I don't have it. But if you text me, Abigail, in less than 1 minute, there's a chance.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
But there are some people that I can easily
just
choose to forget to respond. And it's not like that. I think people should just learn. And things like this is one of the things I try to talk about with my friends early enough. Like, just meeting they do, like, there's no time. I think you just know that place of and try to respect it.
I think that a lot more we need to understand that there's like a lot going on in people's lives, right? We can even be mutual best friends, and there's just so much going on with me, and I just cannot say it. As much as I have all my friends and my best friends and all of that, there are literally things that would be going on with me that I can't even say to even my siblings, and I'm closely knit with my siblings. I can't even say to them. I think the best person I can, there are things that I can just tell my friend, and that's my best friend. She's the only person that I can just tell. And there are days when I just can't even tell her. It just stays with me and God. And there are moves in my life that I don't even see it as a big move, and I'm just doing what I have to do. And people are just, we're friends, but you didn't tell me this, you didn't tell me that. And I'm like, I didn't even see that. Or I'm busy chasing something else, I'm busy doing something else. So it's not like I didn't see you. I think that we really need to understand the space of friendship and expectations. It can be very dicey. When I'm your friend, I want to be involved in your life. I want to know what's up with you and all of that. And I also want you to know what's up with me. I want you to be very involved in my life. But at the same time, I also understand that there are things that you need space for. There are processes you have to do on your own. As much as I want to hear your opinion or you want to hear my opinion, I also believe that there's a place you get to that when you begin to have all the opinions of your different friends, there is so much noise. And for you to actually hear that actual voice of God, like speaking to you and telling you what to do, like you just forget it. At the same time, there are days when God decides to use one of your friends.
Right.
So it's just a matter of discernment. I think that's what it boils down to. In friendships, it's just a matter of discernment, honestly. And I think I'm just going to peg it at that. I'm just going to peg it. Okay, so let's go to your mentors. David has the most amazing set of mentors ever. Like, he uses them, like, oh my God. He has, like, it's amazing, you know, because growing up, I think the most I had for mentor was Jesus. Or my dad. Honestly, I'm not even lying to you.
Yeah,
To
that
say-
was your mentor.
Yeah, at some point. Even till now, there are things that I look up to him for. For instance, spirituality. My dad has like, I can't count the number of Bibles, and I can tell you that he has read every one of them. And his walk with God is amazing. His dedication to God is amazing. I think I'm going to bring him up on one of the episodes of my podcast. Yeah, that would be nice. He's retiring this year, by the way. But yeah, okay, so growing up, I think the most I had for mentors was my dad, then Jesus. You know, that time in children department, and they're asking you, who is your mentor? And you say, Jesus Christ is my mentor. Okay, yes, he is. Yes, he is. But having human mentors for me has always been quite dicey. I have known a lot of people, especially now when it boils down to career, because that's where we're at. I know a lot of people in my line of work that have amazing things going for them. I'd say that I'm just gonna, for instance, for my podcast, for the media part of my brand that has to do with this podcasting thing, I'd say one of my mentors is Crystal Renee Islet, and she does really amazing. I see what she does and I want to do better. Right? They're like, mentors are like benchmarks to me.
Oh, sorry. Did you send something from her recently?
Yes, I
She was
did.
Tyler.
Yeah,
Are
with
you
Tyler
for
Perry.
real?
Yes, I did.
We're doing the same thing.
Yeah, actually.
Nice.
Okay, so let me just give you guys a background. So I sent him an episode of a podcast that Crystal did with Tyler Perry. And it's funny how Crystal is my own mentor. And his own mentor, one of his own mentors is Tyler Perry. Okay, so yeah. Mentors are like benchmarks for me. They're not necessarily people I look up to. There are people that serve as a stage that I need to surpass. Right. That is what they are to me. But I see the kind of mentors you have, and it's mind-blowing. You have Pastor Emmanuel Hiron. I think that is even the closest to home. Like, you guys, you have Wakanda. What's the man's name again?
Chadwick
Boseman. You have Tyler Perry.
Right.
If I cannot relate with every other person, I can relate with Pastor Iron because he's so close to home. But we see how magnificent God is using him. And I definitely can relate to Tyler Perry. Jesus. Oh my God. So you having them as your mentors, I really respect you because, like, it's so amazing. But, like, how did you get there? Like, the combination is just out of the world.
How did I get there?
How?
I don't know. Okay, let's go. Tyler Perry, Pastor Iren, Toluchi.
And yeah, Toluchi.
Kunle Afolayan, then Chadwick.
Right. Yeah.
I couldn't afford a Chadwick push-up. How did I get there? Oh my God.
How?
They feel like very huge shoes to fill.
Mm-hmm.
They are actually, but I think there's a balance. I just try to balance them. So
Is it their pictures as their
okay.
as like it's amazing.
So I just try to strike a balance. Tyler has his own.
Mm-hmm.
It's something he does to me when I see Tyler, when I hear Tyler, when I watch his movies. Basti has his own, of course, 100%.
Yeah.
Toluchi is one of the key, very major people. I know that, especially when it comes to Basti and Toluchi, I know that at the end of the day, it will be very difficult for me to escape ministry. So there's a kind of balance they have brought to ministry and work in the sense of the creative and entertainment. There's a kind of balance they have brought to it, and that does it for me. Not only that, their emphasis, especially Toluchi in this regard, their emphasis as per kingdom, basically kingdom, right? Whatever area of kingdom, their emphasis on kingdom. Then Paste in every aspect.
Paste is
I was
100.
I was at the mall on Friday and I went to see his movie. You know, when I saw his premiere, the movie premiere, you know what I was seeing? I was not seeing Paste. I was seeing myself. In my mind, I was like,
amazing.
This man is doing what I would be doing, what I'm supposed to be doing. This man is doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So it was the one I was seeing. Like anytime I see him, and the pictures I chose for this art, very intentional, especially for Paste and Toluchi. If you look at Paste, it was, I think, we were over 1,000 in the audience that day. So that picture is very strategic. For Toluchi, it was,
I'm gonna look at it again.
There's one of these mass programs, and we usually over 1,000 too. So I don't know if I'll just speak about my logo now. But let's.
So his logo has a general on a mountain at the peak of the mountain.
Yeah. Let me just carry on.
Okay.
We will enter logo later.
Okay.
But then Tyler Perry, I think, but Tyler Perry, and one thing I try to do with these guys is I don't just see their success and that's what excites me.
No.
For each of them, I know their story.
Yes, absolutely.
I know their story.
Absolutely.
And if there's one thing that gives me confidence that I am on the right path, it's because I know that no man appears out of nowhere.
There's a backstory.
At all. There's a backstory. No man appears out of nowhere. And at the end of the day, sometimes I question the kind of confidence I have, but it's confidence. It's not mine. And people are like that. I think I did a video recently that people think I have it all figured out. Surprise, I don't. Like, who does?
Nobody. Absolutely nobody.
Who does?
I was listening to that episode that I sent to you, and Tyler Perry was saying how that there were seeds that were planted while he was young, and experiences he had that did not even, like, he just had to flip it. So he didn't have it figured out. And I think he also mentioned about how he got his first studio and then he thought that was it. And then God says, move to the next studio. In like less than a year, he had to move like 3 to 4 studios, and they were always bigger. Nobody has it all figured out. Nah.
You know, recently at Festival of Life, Fear of Life Church.
Yeah.
What God told me was very scary, and this is the first time I'm saying this out. He said, from now on, I'm going to be on a crazy journey of faith.
Absolutely.
That in itself is scary.
Very scary.
Because I don't know what I am expecting at this point. That in itself is very scary. But then the fact that God has spoken, no matter what life now poses at me, like there's always that place of going back and see, oh, God said this, so He knew that this was going to happen. But push.
Yeah.
Right. So Kunle Afolayan is his jurisdiction is kind of in Nigeria, say Africa, let's say, but the kind of influence he has in the movie industry, especially when it comes to his storytelling, is what made me pick him. Then for Chadwick is one of the you won't really expect unlikely people. But a friend was saying jokingly recently that why did I choose someone that's died as my mentor? That is it that I don't want to live long. I'm like,
No.
I'm like, are you joking?
Oh my.
But then I remember the time he died. There are two people I have cried for, Chadwick and Matthew Perry.
Mm-hmm.
And I cried. And I was reading his stories. He has a very unfamiliar story too. And his level of influence, even though he, at least, I don't know if he got his full potential or whatever, but the level of influence in the little time he had to spend is mind-blowing. Like,
oh my God.
It's crazy. So when it comes to Chadwick, it's the level of influence and the kind of regard people have for him. Throughout, I could never read anything bad that anybody said about him, a scandal or something. Even while he was in the chemotherapy, they call it now, this cancer or whatever, he was still going on sets. Instead of focusing on
that was
himself,
when he shot Wakanda.
Yeah, right. Instead of focusing on, and he was doing, instead of focusing on,
and then
on
he
himself,
just hit the world that he had cancer, and he was dead. Like, where, when, how?
Like, and that is, you see this lady beside me, and that's one thing they have in common.
What?
Yes, that's one thing they have in common. She's not going to beat me, and I'll make sure she doesn't cut this. People like that.
I'm going to cut this.
Like, they focus.
I'm going to try.
They leave themselves and they focus on what is going on in the world. Like, what are you going through? Like, I am second priority. You need to sort yourself. You can't imagine what he was going through. And he just puts me in that position of selflessness.
Yeah.
Like, never at any point think that you are attained.
Yeah.
Like, I saw something recently, like, as far as you are living, there's always something.
There's always something more.
There's something more.
You're always made for more. There is always more.
Always
oh my. There's always more. That's inspiring.
But 5 of them, I think that's just what does it for me. And again, Pastor is my pastor, so why not?
Of course. Okay.
Why not? So
all right. So, yes.
So that's all. I don't have any other thing to say. If you've listened up till now, then I appreciate you. Thank you for being a fan of General D. Also, shout out to Simi for having me on our podcast. That is not the full interview. That is not the full episode. So if you want to listen to it, there's a link in my description where you can just click and it will take you to our podcast and you can listen to any other you find there. I think that would be all. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. Also, let me ask you, what do you think about that? My kind of person. I mean, not the playboy type, the person that seemingly has a lot of love to give, such that people begin to think is a playboy. I don't, the way the word sound doesn't make sense to me. But let me know what you think about that kind of person and how you think I can pivot or shift or stop doing some things, whatever. If you have any advice for me, I would appreciate it. Yeah, but I really do have a lot of love to give. Maybe I should stop. Just maybe. Please hit the subscribe button and I will see you in the next one. Peace.